welcome to Yukon, baby. Look at that. Look at that. I think maybe they should do a little more work on their sign, but whatever. We did it! We made it to the Yukon.
It's very exciting.
What do you have to say, Wesley?
We kind of go back and forth.
Yeah, there might be a better welcome to Yukon sign.
We go up across the border, then once again you go back into BC, and then is there going to be a welcome to the Yukon sign at every
Maybe
time
there'll be a better one. Wow, so amazing. Beautiful day. And we're going to keep going. We're in the Yukon. Oh, that is beautiful. Is it a bison there?
I'll get a picture. They're huge.
Tori, what do you think about these bison?
They're just so cute. Somehow they remind me of Buck, even though this one's kind of looking like he may charge us at any second. So we might. Bye. Okay. Let's go, honey. I think we're pissing him off. Bye.
Lower Post, BC. Lower Post First Nation. Cool.
About to cross the border officially into the Yukon.
So yeah, the road goes into Yukon, but then it dips into BC and comes back a little bit, so it crosses the border. So we've tasted a bit of the Yukon, then BC, and then back into the Yukon. So you get to celebrate getting to the Yukon twice. Whitehorse 457, baby.
God, it's still that far to go.
Rest area. Just reading all the signs, whatever.
Just read all the signs.
That's a pretty sweet rest area. Yukon's got some good rest areas.
This must be the one that this guy was talking about.
60th parallel! We're in the north.
Woohoo!
We just crossed the 60th parallel. Well, I guess the Yukon border is the 60th parallel. A better Yukon sign. Can we pull in there?
Yes.
Woo! Here's a better sign. I knew the Yukon could come up with a better sign than that. Larger than life.
Larger than life. Heck yeah.
Strip is larger than life. Wesley, we're in the Yukon, bud.
We're in the Yukon, Wesley.
Yeah! Baird River.
Cool.
On another trip, we drove from Whitehorse to Dease Lake, so we came down here and we turned right there.
Cool.
Okay, well, we're a good ways past Watson Lake now, and we didn't want to drive too much into the night, but that snowplow driver we talked to back where we ate lunch told us that there's a big dumping of snow coming and that we better get there because it's going to be 8 inches and things are going to get real ugly. He says that's coming tomorrow, so I think we're just going to push on a bit tonight. It's not going to be enjoyable, you know, at camp to get set up and have a fire and cook and stuff like that, but it probably makes sense to put a few more miles behind us, although, you know, now we have the danger of nighttime driving and animals on the road and stuff like that. So I'm going to take it slow, maybe drive for about another hour or something like that, and then find a place to call home for the night. Pretty big temperature fluctuations here, really.
I know.
Pretty sure this morning it had to have been minus 30 when I was up, and by the time we got into the truck, I'm like, it's warmed up, and it was minus 19.
I was feeling really hopeful as we drove through minus 5.
Yeah. And right now it's probably about minus 15, minus 17. Where are the bugs in there?
Somewhere around.
Hey, sure you know what bird, huh?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Okay. Okay, I love you, huh? So, Tori's got Wesley in the trailer. He's been good. Today wasn't his best day though. A couple meltdowns. But at his age in a truck like that for thousands and thousands of kilometers, I mean, he's been incredible. So, got the generator hooked up. Got the heat going inside the trailer. Bite to eat. Gorgeous spot here, beautiful view, but oh, you're hungry? Oh, Tori's back. She wants food. All right.
Oh,
So, I highly recommend just having the burger with just fish on it. Whatever.
Yeah?
Yeah. She's gonna whip herself up a burger. Oh yeah. So weird, the different kinds of cold. I mean, now my hands are just starting to get cold. This morning they were like borderline frostbitten. And it wasn't that much colder. It's like there's just dampness in the air compared to dryness. When we were in the prairies, it was like minus 15, minus 17 and felt not that bad at all. So it's just, I think the dampness compared to the dry cold makes a big difference. Anyways, yeah, Tori burst back. I was about to shut her down, but Tori burst back, decided she was hungry after all. Got another Berg on. Full moon tonight, which is amazing. Epic view over this river to the mountain peaks in the distance under full moon, so you can see the view at night, which is so cool. So another beautiful, beautiful spot here on the Alaska Highway. So I guess that's about it for tonight. I'm probably gonna shut her down. Tori's gonna eat, gonna climb into bed, call her a day. Good morning. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. Warmed up a little bit because clouds came in and it's overcast. And it started snowing, and we think this might be the beginning of the big dumping that we were warned that we were going to get by that snowplow driver. So maybe it'll be better to kind of get on the road a little faster. We are only 250 rough kilometers from Whitehorse, so that's great news. I feel like getting ahead last night when conditions were still good. We drove slow just to avoid animals, but I think it turned out to be a good idea. And also Wesley decided that he wanted to wake up at like 4:45 and start crying. So I had to get the generator running and get some heat in there so Tori could pull him out of his sleeping bags and give him something to drink. I think that sometimes the issue is that we put too much on him and he gets too hot. But anyways, I just got some water on to boil here, and I'm gonna cook an egg and make some coffee, same kind of morning routine, and then we're gonna get going. So hopefully we get an earlier start on the day. Special delivery for Wesley.
Wesley.
Time to start up the truck. The snow is coming down pretty heavy. I mean, it's all fine when you're here at camp, but when you're on the road and those headlights are reflecting back at you, it can really get scary, especially with all the wildlife out here. So I guess Tori and I are just going to take some breakfast to go. I'm going with a Happy Yak granola, apple and cinnamon, and Tori's going with, hey, apple and cinnamon instant oatmeal. And so yeah, I'm just gonna pour coffees. Wesley's food is taken care of. I fired up the truck, and we're probably gonna just feed Wesley those eggs while we're on the move. To prevent it from freezing again. Easier said than done out here. in the north, baby. Woo! All right, you take this to the truck. They come back and shut down this whole thing. Shut off the heat. What's hot?
Uh-oh, that heat's off, Wesley. What are you gonna do? Do you think these bananas are still good?
I think they're good. Yeah, they just froze.
We can make banana pancakes.
Yeah, like banana pancakes for sure. Like when they get froze, they just turn brown, but they're not so brown on the inside.
I know. I want to use this tub.
Well, Wesley just took a big old poo. So maybe he was feeling a little constipated this morning. So that's delaying our departure just a little bit. Thankfully, Tori's handling that, and I'm enjoying some of my coffee. For those of you that don't know, Wesley has something called Fox G1 syndrome, and it's a rare genetic disorder. There's a big kind of scale in severity. He's sort of on the medium to severe level of it. But, you know, he's very kind of delayed for a kid that's almost 3 because he can't walk, he can't talk yet. We don't know if he ever will be able to. But, yeah, it was a kind of sad, you know, kind of a blow for me and Tori to hear that, as you can imagine. But we've decided that we're going to include him as many things as we can, and that hopefully he becomes a little adventurer in his own right one day. He won't be able to do the same things that I can, but here he is on the Alaska highway with us in the middle of the winter, and he seems to be enjoying almost every moment of it. So what more can you ask for? Anyways, yeah, Tori just put Wesley in the truck, and we are about to pull out and drive into a very snowy day, very early morning. Probably about 6:30 maybe. Oh Lord. Can't see anything. How far are we from Whitehorse, hon?
I don't remember exactly, but I want to say 270 kilometers.
Yeah, that's what I said, 250. It's going to be a long 250 kilometers.
Yeah, so we just have to go slow. Okay.
Alright, yeah. Truck, the snow's so light and fluffy, eh?
Yeah.
Breakfast on the road.
Apples and cinnamon.
Well, good news, the snow stopped. Obviously it snowed here and you have really packed down snow that's slippery, but it was getting a little bit scary there for a bit, but it got light out and the snow ended, and it's pretty smooth sailing. We can go at about 90 safely. Overcast day, warmer, -7 out, but yeah, we might get hammered with snow again because it definitely looks like the kind of day that can snow. But I was concerned that we were going to be driving right into the thick of it, so that is great. And beautiful views here too from the highway, and we're coming up to Teslin Lake, which is a gorgeous lake and a beautiful little community. So super excited to be passing through Teslin Lake and getting closer to Whitehorse with every minute.
That's a big lake.
Yeah, you can't even see all of it.
No.
There's ice huts out on it.
Just kind of decided to walk sideways on the bridge or look right onto the bridge. This is a bridge. Yeah.
There's a raven on my roof trying to eat my food.
I don't think we have any food up there.
Well, they can tell there's food in those bins. You can see these guys.
I guess we do have some food.
Yeah, they're in the bins. We're trying to rip open. Hey, beat it! Stop to gas up in Teslin Lake. I freaking love Teslin Lake. It's just so beautiful. Like, I want to live in Teslin Lake, basically. Super cool little store here where we got gas, and I decided I should charge up my phone because we got reception here for the first time in a while, but I can't find it. So I'm thinking it's down in the hole of death, and that's in between the center console and the side of the seat. Why automobile manufacturers haven't figured out a workaround for this, I don't know, but it's like the bane of my existence. Honey, could you help me?
I can try.
We've located it.
It's the
Oh no. Oh no. That's really bad. That's really bad.
I gotta get. Okay.
Tori's helping me. She has smaller hands.
Oh wait, I think I can get it from this side. Here.
You get it? Yeah. Oh no! Oh, what a save! What a save! Hallelujah, honey.
I think I have weird fingers.
You do. My hero.
It's 11:11. Make a wish.
I wish that all my dreams come true. Oh, shit. Okay. I wish that the not saying out loud wish thing doesn't exist.
Well, that wasn't that.
The wind has picked up a little. The snow, I mean.
I was gonna say what?
And the wind, but the snow. Very wintry conditions.
Too cold.
Well, here we are at our last rest stop on our epic cross-Canada road trip that includes a long stretch of travel on the legendary Alaska Highway. Amazing. And I wanted to give you a little run through on this vehicle I'm driving. Toyota helped me out with this. I was in contact with them a few years back when they asked me to come to a media event. They said, Jim, do you want to work together? I said, heck yeah. So they actually lent me this vehicle for the trip. Unfortunately, I have to give it back. I actually drive a 2006 4Runner, so it was great to get into these newer models and check them out. So this is the new Trail Edition offered for 2021. It's actually available exclusively in Army Green and Cement Gray. The roof basket is by Yakima, and that is coming super handy because it's allowed us to strap down our jerry cans, our extra gear. It's got black banding overlays, which gives it a slick look, and of course Toyota Safety Sense P, so when I'm driving, I'm in cruise control and someone brakes in front of me, it'll actually slow the car down automatically, which is pretty cool. Important to keep my family safe on this trip, so little things that I like that. Also standard Apple CarPlay and Android Audio, which is great. And I mean, key things that you got to know about the 4Runner. First generation 4Runner was introduced in 1984. It was actually a 3-door vehicle based on the Toyota pickup truck. The 4Runner is standard equipped with Class 4 trailer hitch, factory installed to tow up to 5,000 pounds. The new 4Runner Trail, which we got right here, is offered as the entry grade at a lower price point. Off-road capabilities, proven 4-liter V6 and 5-speed automatic transmission that delivers a peak 270 horsepower. So you can take this thing on some pretty serious off-roading missions, and which is also what my trailer is good for. We got through this trip with this beauty right here. Look at this thing, huh? Solid, man. Love this thing. What a beast. This is a BRX off-roading trailer, and I just want to go over the specs on this bad boy a little bit now. This is a hardcore expedition trailer. The length from the max coupler, which is at the multi-axis receiver hitch at the very front, which is a really cool thing in and of itself, is 16 feet 9 inches from the very front to the very back. The trailer width is 7 feet, and the weight is 2,450 pounds. That's when the tank isn't full and when it's not loaded, obviously. And you know, one of the great things is that BRX was able to actually customize it for us. They put in a heat line tracer so we can have running water when it's minus 40 out. I thought that was pretty awesome. The trailer height is 7 foot 3 inches we're coming in at. Our ground clearance is 22 inches, so great amount of clearance. So the Expedition gearbox, which you see on the front that the generator and the battery compartment is in, is 54 inches wide, 32 inches high, and 20 inches deep. The cabin width, we're looking at 60 inches for this thing and 40 inches of height. So more than enough room for me, my wife, and our son to sleep in with a ton of comfortability, if that's a word. So there's 3 models. There's the basic, gold, and the premium. Check out brxtrailers.com. The basic comes in at $32,000 and the platinum comes in at $44K. So you can really get these things custom as well, like I mentioned with the heat line tracer too. But man, what a beast this thing is. Just a real joy, and the perfect thing to have as well when we're in a pandemic like this, because we could completely social distance the entire way across the country. And this thing will actually heat water for a shower, and it'll of course run the stove that you've seen us cooking on so regularly here. But if it was in the summer, obviously this is in the summer, but the water tank will allow you to shower. Me and Tori didn't do it when it was minus 30. And there's actually a pull-out thing attachment you can get right here, so you can have some privacy. So you know, all your buddies don't have to see your twig and berries when you're out there having a shower wherever you might be. Okay, moving on. As you can see, this puppy's seen some weather. I'm going to show you the kitchen. Now, kitchen might need a little bit of a clean, but for the most part we got everything you need here. Super easy. And I really like this little thing here. This is just a this is just an extra place to just store stuff. These are super sturdy, these fenders here. And that gets up to this thing, which is a tent and a platform. So you can actually set a tent up on top of this, have more storage space in the actual trailer. to store all your stuff, whatever. Obviously, I left this on because I thought maybe we might use it, I dare say, getting back closer to home if we get a warm early spring day. We will see, but that's pretty cool. So yeah, you can set a whole tent up on top of this thing, awning on the other side too. Okay, well, not a ton of sun today. It's kind of patchy, but I wanted to take a minute just to get my Jackery solar power system rigged up and see if I can get my battery charged up. We've been charging our camera gear along the way a little bit off of the solar generator. Basically just a big battery with all kinds of inputs and outputs, USB, AC, DC and all that. And I wanted to just fire up these solar panels a little bit. And this is what we're powering our trip with. I don't bring something this big to power my, self-propelled trips most of the time because this is just too heavy. But for something like an off-grid cabin, you still want portability. Obviously, maybe winter camping, snowmobiling, these kinds of things. Off-road trailering, perfect thing for overlanding, where you're going to want something that is still portable but doesn't have to be super light. This model of Jackery is the way to go. So that is a Jackery 110 volt 1000 watt solar generator, and I've hooked it up to two 100 watt Solar Saga solar panels, also by Jackery. And with good light, these things will give that battery a full charge in about 8 or 9 hours. Right now it would take a lot longer, but you'd be surprised that it does actually do some charging even when it's overcast, as long as you're pointed as directly at the sun as possible. The other thing that's cool about this Jackery is that I can actually charge my phone. There's a USB input right in the solar panel, so I can actually charge my cell phone directly off the solar panel, and a GoPro for that matter too. So perfect thing for doing trips like this. This is a high conversion efficiency solar generator. It's the Explorer 1000 portable power station. It's charged by two Jackery Solar Saga 100 watt solar panels, and they fold in half, which is great for portability. It's got a large capacity and higher wattage. So this is 1002 watts. So that's 46.4 amps lithium battery capacity, and 1000 watt rated power, multiple output ports. So this setup right here, 8 hours on a sunny day, boom, you're going to charge the entire solar generator. I love the LCD screen with charge, discharge, display data, and the battery status, because other batteries I've used, is like, is this thing charging? How much charge is left? This one, no issue, just look right at it and you see. So perfect thing to bring on this trip right now. And I just broke it out as we're taking our last stop on the Alaska Highway. So I'm just gonna basically top it up and make sure that I got all ducks in a row for the next portion of our trip. Welcome to Whitehorse sign. Oh my God.
We did it.
We just entered the Whitehorse city limits. We did it. Just kidding, but wow, we did it.
We made it to Whitehorse. How exciting. Just about 18 kilometers until we get to our actual final destination on Fish Lake. Sky High Wilderness Ranch is where we're staying to self-isolate for 2 weeks. Super excited to stay in a cabin, although it's been super nice to have this warm, cozy trailer. It will be nice to have a bit more space for a couple of weeks, and enjoy some off-grid cabin life. So we do have some food left over. Like Jim mentioned, we've been totally self-sufficient. We have all of our food here in the back of our trailer. So we will still be living off of that for, you know, the next day or so until a friend can go pick up our grocery order and drop it off for us. Again, self-isolation, we can't go into any stores, so that's going to work out well for us. But yes, I'm super excited to check out this cabin. But yes, we're coming into town. We did it. It feels so good. I feel relief. I feel relieved.
Wow, what an adventure it has been. Just driving across the north shore of Lake Superior, low visibility, white knuckle driving at night, hitting the prairies, kind of weather always sort of, you don't know which way it's going to turn, but then we're met with beautiful skies, prairie landscapes, up into northern Alberta, into the trees, into the foothills, into the northern Rockies, and then they just got super rugged, and finally onto the Alaska Highway through northern BC, and just incredible scenery, the mountain tops, the wildlife, the elements that we were up against. It wasn't easy. This was not your average family vacation to Wally World, I'll tell you that. It was hard at times getting out, freezing cold, minus 30, hands are freezing, trying to get camp broken so you can get on your way, starting your day in the dark, ending your day in the dark. Definitely had its challenges, but wow, what an adventure. Okay, well, we drove through the Whitehorse city limit, and now we are on Fish Lake Road, and we are heading into a place called Sky High Wilderness Ranch, and they run dog sledding tours and other things like that, and that is where we're self-isolating. They have a large amount of area and several cabins, so we're going to stay in one of their cabins. Just making a climb up a steep hill here. So yeah, we're no longer in Whitehorse, we're outside of Whitehorse, so it's actually a pretty wild area for sure, where we're going to be staying. There's trappers in the area, there's a lot of wildlife, lynx, wolves, bobcat as well are things that we might see while we're there. So yeah, it should be pretty cool, and my ears are popping because we're climbing up into the mountains again. The road's pretty interesting. We got to make it in 15 kilometers.
6.5 left.
All right, here we go. We are at Sky High Wilderness Ranch, and this is where we will be spending 2 weeks in one of their remote cabins and enjoying many of the exciting things there are to do in this immediate area. Check it out.
We're not going to be using this.
We have officially unhitched our trailer. We're probably not going to be using it much now until our road trip on the way home. What's that? Until our road trip on the way home. We will tow some more with this truck, but snowmobiles. All right, honey. Ready to travel to the cabin?
I am.
All right. Now, We got some big distances to make on this trip here in the Yukon, and a lot of gear to haul at times too. So to speed things up, we're going to be using a snowmobile, kind of mandatory. We got Scandic here, super reliable, 4-stroke. And we are going to head back to our off-grid cabin. Ready? We're here! Whoa. This is awesome!
Hi, Wesley.
Here we are at our cabin.
Oh, what? Yeah, you're good.
Low bridge. Alright, look at this. Beautiful. What do you think, Wes? You call this home? Alright, let's check it out.
Alright, shall we?
Yeah.
Welcome.
First impressions on cabin. The log cabin tour.
Oh, it smells so good.